Alright, welcome to another Legend of the Five Rings Discord League game. This one is between Demagogue and ammanaspl. Um, Demagogue is apparently playing Dragon. I think I did hear him say he was playing some Dragon, but I wasn't aware he was playing it in this event. And then on the other side we have Scorpion with 42 conflict cards. That's interesting. Keeper of Air and Seeker of Void. So I'm not extremely familiar with what Scorpion or what Dragon is doing these days. I think it's something to do with New Mitsu. I also noticed the 42 conflict. And like just playing a ton of cards and getting ring effects. So we'll see how that does against Scorpion. Um, I believe most Scorpion players are on Forged Edict as their restricted list card, which is probably not the best thing against a deck that wants to just play a ton of cards. Ooh, we see an Investigator. That is always a good thing to see at the beginning of the game. Baishi Liar. Here's one of the new cards. You dishonor it, and then your opponent has to bow somebody. Also a Truth Seeker. That's interesting. And we have a Proving Ground on the Dragon side. So it's something to do with duels, I guess. We'll see if he has any duels in his opening hand. I imagine the deck is on Policy Debate if it's running Proving Ground. That would make sense. Other than that, so it's probably on like Crane Splash, right? I think that's the most likely. We see Truthseeker attack here. He finds Restoration of Balance. And we see no defense. He is going to play a Bonsai, so yeah, he definitely wants Scorpion to break this so he can discard 5 cards. But we see Miyako, okay. So that's a pretty good Miyako. Truthseeker draws both players 2 cards. Ooh, and we see a Scavenger as well. So he doesn't get any fate on this Miyako, but that's fine. He gets to dishonor the Investigator, which is pretty good. And Scavenger now means that, I mean, the Scavenger ability isn't really going to do anything here. He can shuffle his Truth Seeker, I guess, if he wants to. But it is going to let him win this conflict and get that ring effect, which will be Fire. Not as good now that the Investigator is dishonored, but he can, yeah, honor somebody. I'm not sure why he... Oh, it's Noble Sack. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, that's a pretty strong turn 1 for Scorpion. I was gonna say you should honor the Miyako, but if you want a Noble Sack immediately, then that makes more sense. And now he gets to attack somewhere else. He's gonna go at Yokuni. No, maybe not. Doom Shugenja with the Earth Ring, finds Pilgrimage, okay. So if he's not able to break this, he won't get the ring effect, which is what happens. So seeing Pilgrimage there was kind of nice for Dragon. It meant he gets a fate as well. We'll see what he can do on turn 2. He's up 3 fate coming into this turn and 2 cards as well. Down on honor, but that's not the end of the world. It means Scorpion can't use the stronghold. We see another Yokuni, so he's going to play a Yokuni with 3 fate, which is a little bit surprising. given that we've just seen the Noble Sack, and then he's going to just take the Passing Fate. We see Hante Sotori. He has Pride during a military conflict. He can give a character +3 glory. Scorpion deck, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what it's going for. Maybe it's like a kill deck. Because we saw the Noble Sack, he could have like Aramoro and Shoju, and then Sotori will make dishonored people have no skill, basically. Yokuni here, I'm actually surprised that he kept the other Yokuni a little bit. Doesn't seem like the best character to have here. He's going to give that monk with the Seal of the Dragon. So I do expect him to have policy debate. Scorpion passes the first conflict, so he probably doesn't want to attack here because if he attacks, there will just be a policy debate first action. And he won't get a chance to dishonor this Yokuni before that can happen. Although if he has a Forged Edict, that wouldn't really matter. Probably good to just pass the conflict there and see what Dragon does. I think Dragon can just pass this conflict too. He's selecting the Water Ring though. Oh, I just noticed the Scorpion is running Toshi Ranbo. That's interesting. Somehow I didn't see that until now. I believe he played Sotori from that province. Ooh, he hits Shameful Display. Why did he go to Face Down Province? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then hitting Shameful Display is like probably the worst thing that could have happened there. Like, you just attack Toshi Ranbo every time, right? I'm not really sure what the reason is to attack anywhere else. Does Dragon have a reason to care about face-up provinces? I feel like they don't. Attacking also means he doesn't get a chance to stronghold first action, which is only events, so it wouldn't have helped against Shameful Display. But still. So what is he thinking about now? Plays a Cloud the Mind, okay. I mean, that's a good cloud, right? It's on a 3 fate character, so he won't be able to use that ability now. But is he going to try and win this conflict? Still seems like it will be pretty difficult to do that. Like, you could try to play 5 cards because then you can use the stronghold to move another fate on Yokuni, but like, you don't even need to do that. He has a ton of fate on him, so I'm not really sure what he wants to do in this conflict. We see Return the Offense. This is the new Crane duel. It's a political duel. The winner does not bow as a result of conflict resolution, and the duel's loser cannot be readied by card effects. So if he wins this, which he should, right, it's 6-3. So yeah, he should win this. You kind of have to bid 1, I think, as Dragon. Oh, wow. Okay, so he bids 5 trying to win that. ammanaspl bid to win though with 3, which makes sense. Because if your opponent does bid 1, let's see, what were the honor totals? It wouldn't quite have put him in range of using box, but we see a new name. Okay, so it is Crane Splash. What else? Dragon Tattoo. This is a cool card. So after you play an event that targets the attached character, you can play it again, and then it removes that event from the game. Um, it is a little bit surprising. It does cost 2 fate, which is expensive for an attachment. It is a pretty significant effect, so can be worth it, but we'll see. Yeah, that is another tattoo. Or a tattoo. He didn't have any before. He gets tattooed now. So he has played only 3 cards this conflict, right? So he still needs to play 2 more if he wants to get the stronghold ability. There's a Hurricane Punch. Looks like he is going for it. Oh, perfect. Dragon Tattoo lets him play Hurricane Punch twice. That's a really good card to use that on because it makes it card positive, and it counts as an extra card for the stronghold. So he's still even on hand size, and he has played enough cards now to put another Fate on Yokuni. He takes it from the air ring because that's the one that you don't want your opponent to get here. You're okay with him going void because you have a million Fate on this character, so it doesn't matter. He does have to start worrying about getting dishonored now, though. He is at 5 honor, and his opponent will be able to... Well, he already passed his first conflict, so he'll be able to attack once, which could bring him down to 3 honor. But that is pretty risky. Somewhere you don't want to be. We see Rising Stars Kata. She's a unique character, gets +3, +5 instead if it has won a duel. So I believe that was, yeah, it was only +3. I was worried he would play Fallen in battle. Yeah, that would have been funny. We do not see it though. I would be pretty surprised if he's running that, even given the cards that he has. Watering bows the Bayushi Lyre. I'm still surprised he went water there. Doesn't really seem like the best ring, but whatever. Because your opponent had already passed 1 conflict, so bowing the lyre doesn't really do a lot. I guess it makes it so... Like, if he hadn't played the card that kept Satori ready, then it would have potentially been an issue. But since he did do that... So he attacks Pilgrimage, going for Earth here, which makes sense. Your opponent is playing a deck that wants to play a lot of cards, so taking away his cards is pretty good. Discards Way of the Dragon. A big problem with Yokuni right now is that you don't have any characters to copy the ability of. Like, your opponent won't play the Alibi Artist. He should just discard it, in fact, because he's at 13 honor. So it's like completely possible that your opponent just avoids playing characters that you can copy for any benefit. Yeah, discards both of those, sees another Alibi Artist. That's a bit unfortunate, but he does see 2 actresses, which Yokuni is certainly not going to copy. He uses the Yokuni dupe, and he also has a Tranquil Philosopher here. That is pretty good. It gains you some honor back, which you definitely want. He is going to give away the passing fate. Oh, we do see the alibi artist. Hmm. So yeah, Yokuni is just going to go ahead and do that now. It's a very good move using that in the draw phase. Because yeah, exactly this could happen, right? Your opponent, and I think both of these players knew this was going to happen, right? Demagogue bids 1, opponent bids 5, so Scorpion draws up to 20 cards. Wow. And that does put Dragon out of range of using the Alibi Artist ability, so good move to use it in the Dynasty phase. And Scorpion still can't even use it, so I guess he just bought it to have an extra body here. And it also has 2 Fate on it, so I'm sure he's hoping he can use it over the next couple of turns at least. We see a Voidering to grab that 2 Fate. Let's see what province we find here. It is Upholding Authority. Ooh. So we do see a defense. He has the favorable ground if he decides he wants to let his opponent break this. Letting your opponent break this is maybe a little bit risky though, since he has this big 7/6 on the board that can just break provinces left and right. We see the High House of Light used, so he can't target Yokuni with card effects or events, that is. And this is 3 to 4. So again, he can duck out of here at any point with the favorable ground if he wants. We'll see what Scorpion does though. I mean, he has 20 cards in hand, like, there's got to be something in there that does something here, even with the High House of Light blocking events. Nope, just going to be a pass. So he is okay with letting this conflict go. Oh, there's the policy debate. Okay, so this is going to be 4 to 2, right? Which you're not really too happy about. He's going to think about using a Forged Edict here, I think. It's probably what we're waiting on. Or a Censure, that works too. Dragon Tattoo, gonna play it again though. That's pretty sick. And we see no cancel on the second one, wow. He bids 4, that's pretty high. We'll get to see what's in the hand here though. 3 Assassination. There's a backhanded. Bonsai. Oh, Castigated. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Luckily the Soturi is clouded. Testimony. It's -4 political. Could still be an issue. He has 2 of those. Court games, 2 goblins, 2 Mark of Shame. So Mark of Shame is the restricted list card. I guess that makes sense with the, what is it called? Noble Sack. 1 Miyako. Soul Beyond Reproach as well. And 3 Way of the Scorpion. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. He's going to discard a Mark of Shame. That is a restricted list card, so it makes sense, I guess. There are just so many dishonor effects in this hand, though. Like that's probably why he, yeah, like he actually just didn't have a card that would have helped during that conflict because everything here is just dishonor, basically. I mean, he could have honored himself, but with Soul Beyond Reproach, but you don't do that, obviously, or court games. Oh, he is gonna play the court games. Wait. Oh, that was Demagogue playing court games. Okay, interesting. So I think he was hoping to get a double court games, maybe. He was gonna just discard whatever cancel was there. We do see another policy debate. How many cards is that, this conflict? Well, it doesn't matter. He's already used High House of Light. This time they both bid one. He's going to discard the other Mark of Shame, I'm guessing. Like, he discarded the first one, so that would make sense. I guess he could technically still move home here, and then, yeah, he does discard the other Mark of Shame. You could, like, if he breaks up Holding Authority, you could discard all of his Way of the Scorpions, all of his Assassinates if you really wanted to, but probably not. See what he does. Because it could be that he only wanted to defend to get those policy debates off. Like, he doesn't really care about Void, right? Thinking about this. The problem is Way of the Scorpion makes the Philosopher a 0/0. Yeah, he is going to use the favorable ground, that makes sense. He was probably looking at his opponent's hand to make sure there was nothing that could stop him from breaking, or from not breaking here. Like, he could technically assassinate his own guy, but you probably don't do that. You could testimony your own guy, but I don't know if you really want to spend a fate in a card. Maybe you do, I don't know. Like, you're giving up 3 Way of the Scorpions if you don't. Those are the only 2 that he can play here, though. You obviously don't assassinate because he's 2 fate. We'll see if he does spend. Oh, no, never mind. Compelling Testimony doesn't actually do it because he has favor. So yeah, there's actually no way unless he really wants to assassinate his own guy. So this seems good for Dragon. Scorpion is thinking. You do have to watch out for that one castigated there. Oh yeah, you're right. He would not be breaking if he played it. Yeah, so he does do that. I wasn't thinking about that for some reason. And that is going to get him the ring effect, but not the break there, so that's good for Scorpion. We're going to see one fate move to the firing, so he can get a 2-fate firing now. Yeah, the High House of Light list is interesting. This time he is going at Toshi Ranbo, which is the right decision, I believe. And contesting the firing, so again we can see one of those Way of the Scorpions here to put this Philosopher at 0. We do see a defense though with the Actress. Like, I imagine you just play the Way of the Scorpion, right? Oh no, defense with Sotori. Okay, and a pass. So you probably just pass also, right? Like, this is 7 military. Oh, has he used Proving Ground? Oh, it's after they win the duel, so he already got to use that. I must have just missed it in chat. Yeah, so he got to draw 2 cards off of the policy debates, which is pretty good. Let's see if he wants to pass. Like, you could just calculate whether or not you can win this, right? The nice thing about Castigated is that you can only play it during a political conflict, so you can dodge that by going military. He did pass, okay. Makes sense. But that does mean that if Yokuni is in a political conflict on attack, he already used High House of Light this turn, so if he attacks political with Yokuni, I think he can just kill it with the Castigated. Because you have 1 compelling testimony, you have Way of the Scorpion. That should be enough right there. It's -7. It's exactly enough, actually. So I guess if you have a political buff, you could still be safe. We see Scorpion attacking military, though, so he is just going to defend this. Which means you can at least... Oh, maybe not. No, he is. Yeah, so Scorpion will at least be able to play away the Scorpion here. I think you definitely do that, right? Wait, does this last just for the conflict? Yeah, during this conflict, okay. What can you get with the Actress? Investigator doesn't do anything because it's not political. Could get Initiate, I guess, if you really wanted an honor, but you probably don't. So yeah, I don't think the Actress can really do much. But again, I think you should just play the Way of the Scorpion on the 4-fate character with 3 glory. Seems like the right play. No, he doesn't. Okay. I mean, you can always play it later, I guess, so. So it's 1 break to 1, Scorpion up 5 cards, Dragon up 1 fate, and Scorpion up a whole lot of honor. I imagine we'll probably, well, we'll likely see another 1 to 5 bid here. Dragon is definitely going to have to bid 1, so Scorpion can go ahead and bid 5, or with 2 blackmail artists, he can just bid 1 as well. We see Gaijutsu here. After you play a tattoo attachment on a character, ready that character. So Having a ready effect is pretty good with this big Yokuni. Uh, Mia Mystic. You could play. Like, he does have the castigated, but like you can just wait for their political to be 0 and then play castigated, so that doesn't really help. So yeah, I don't think you play the Mystic here. Plays the Swordsmith. Blackmail Artist number 1 comes out. Blackmail Artist number 2 comes out. So yeah, I think Dragon passes and bids 1, and then I think Scorpion also bids 1. Although we do know that he only has 1 backhanded compliment, but yeah, he is going to bid 1 here with the 2 Blackmail Artists. Now that Dragon is at 5 honor, you can try and close it out. You have the 3 Way of the Scorpion in hand as well. So you can start handing out dishonor tokens that will eventually make Dragon lose honor. Dragon has the Tranquil Philosopher though, and that's gonna be able to keep him alive here, I think. It would be pretty scary if we knew that Scorpion had more backhanded compliments, but we know that there are a maximum of 2 in the hand, and probably only 1. And Dragon is going to get to attack with a 2-Fate Airing. So who are you sending here, and what conflict type? You got a Hawk Tattoo with the Swordsmith, that's pretty good. So with Gaijutsu, the Hawk Tattoo is a fight on, basically. So you could potentially attack with Yokuni and then use that to defend later. If he does attack with Yokuni, it would have to be military. The issue with attacking, though, is that you don't get to use that High House of Light as your first action, so you're open to Way of the Scorpions and other shenanigans. I really would like to know why he attacked this Shameful Display on the first turn, because I feel like that was like hugely impactful, right? Because this honor token is still on Satori, and Yokuni could be honored right now. He also gave up a lot of honor in one of those policy debates because of it. Not a lot, but a significant amount. We see a new name, number 2 on Yokuni. He is a pretty big boy. He must have Mitsu EXP in this deck, right? Like, we just haven't seen it yet. Duelist Training, okay. So another splash card there. 1 for each tattoo. So Duelist Training is expected with the Proving Ground. And this Yokuni is a pretty big boy now, so he should be able to duel anybody he wants. Satori is pretty big as well, though, so. Swordsmith. Okay, so it's just Swordsmith. We know he has the Hawk Tattoo, so even if he doesn't commit Yokuni, he could still always move him in. We do see a defense with the Satori, though, for 8. And a pass. So, I mean, you got your 2 fate. You don't really need the honor. I think you can just be fine with this, bow the Satori, and move on. Oh, we do see the hawk tattoo, though. Wow. So he must have another tattoo in hand to use Gaijutsu with. Hawk tattoo lets you take 2 actions in a row as well, so he is now going to immediately duelist training. What is the skill total here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 7. So he's up 3. So yeah, they'll both just bid 1. We see a bow. And he is breaking Toshiranbo now. As Scorpion, you don't care too much that that breaks. He is going to play the way of the Scorpion now. Boy, it sure would have been nice to have played that last turn, though, right? Because then they would have been tied in that duel. He wouldn't have been able to do that. Still think that was the right play. Unless there was some reason he couldn't have played it, but I don't think there was. Still breaking, so there's a pass. And yep. He's going to get to airing to gain 2, which puts him in a pretty comfortable spot here at 8. It's going to take more than a couple blackmail artists probably to close it out here. But we'll see. And again, I'm assuming he has another tattoo in his hand to get the unbow on Yokuni. We see a goblin sneak, takes a fate. He still has 5 though. We know there were 2 goblin sneaks in hand. Yeah, I mean, he has 11 cards, so we can assume he has another tattoo, I think. Possibly even another hawk tattoo. He's going to attack the upholding authority with the goblin sneak. That makes sense. And it's skill 2, which is perfect. So you can either defend with philosopher or not defend at all. He is going to defend with the philosopher. Scorpion doesn't need to do anything here. We'll see if he uses the High House of Light as his first action. I think if you're going to try to win the conflict, then you probably do. Okay, so what's Dragon going to do? Again, I think if you're going to go for the conflict win here, you want to use the High House of Light as your first action. Otherwise, he can Way of the Scorpion you. Oh wait, he's still deciding if he wants to defend, actually. He hasn't committed yet. So it could be that he doesn't defend with the Philosopher at all. The problem is I don't think he can commit Gaijutsu to a political conflict unless he's certain that he can use the High House of Light first. So he probably won't be able to attack political with Gaijutsu. Otherwise, your opponent plays the -4 political skill and then castigates you. He does decide to defend. And we see a Hurricane Punch. Okay. So saving the High House of Light for the political, that actually does make sense. When your opponent attacks political, you're going to want to be able to use that. We do see the Way of the Scorpion after the Hurricane Punch. So I think that means he might have to play the tattoo, even if it's a hawk tattoo, he might have to play it pre-conflict on the Yokuni. And then just defend with him, leave Gaijutsu at home, and House of Light as your first action. What does he have for political? 2, 3, 4, 5? So does he have another card? Nope. Gonna be a pass. Scorpion wins, gets the Earth Ring. Ooh, discards a Hawk Tattoo. Hopefully that wasn't his only other tattoo. If it was, he should have played it before the Earth Ring. And again, I think we'll see... Oh, is he gonna attack? I'm a little bit surprised. Sees Effective Deception. Going Void. Wow, and we see an all-in defense. Yeah, so I think Scorpion can just kill this guy, right? Oh no, they're just both gonna pass. Interesting. I wonder why he didn't go for the kill there with the Castigate. Well, he does get to take 2 honor, which was the 2 honor that Dragon got there from the air ring. So Dragon is still fine, I think. Although he is going to lose this Dishonored Tranquil Philosopher, so 5 honor might not be so fine. I mean, obviously the character he really wants to kill is the Yokuni, but I don't think Dragon is going to give him that opportunity. Oh, we see Miyako. Okay, that's pretty good. Dishonored Swordsmith. Wow, so this is actually very dangerous now. This is going to put Dragon at 3 honor at the end of the turn if he doesn't have a way to defend this. Where is he going to go? Just upholding again, yeah. We do see another Hawk Tattoo. So in comes Yokuni. And High House of Light. I almost forgot that Hawk Tattoo gave you another free action. That's quite good. So he will not be able to kill Yokuni here. So, I mean, you got him to spend his Hawk Tattoo. You're happy with that. You just pass. We see a court game, so that's nice. Gonna get to re-honor Yokuni. And they will tie favor, which means... Oh, duelist training? Okay. I mean, I guess this is an attachment, so it's fine to just play it, even though it's not going to really do anything in this conflict. Has he used Yokuni this turn? Oh, that gives him a proving ground draw. Okay, yeah, that's strong. Well, he already used the High House of Light, but yeah, the proving ground card is pretty good. Okay. Oh, he hadn't used the other one this turn? Oh, that was last turn he used it, okay. So, wait, did he already use Proving Ground twice? What was the other duel? Yeah, he did do that this turn. He dueled Sotori. Oh, he put on an he put on another duelist training. Okay, he is going to use Yokuni now for the Alibi Artist. Man, he gets so much card draw with this deck, even though he's been bidding one for a couple of turns. He's still down a lot of cards here, but so Scorpion's board is looking kind of scary, but if Dragon can make it through this next turn without getting killed by blackmail artists and backhanded compliments, then it will look significantly less scary. We see the Proving Ground finally go. Okay, yeah, that's a misclick. I was wondering why he would discard that. Yeah. Dragon gets to Alibi Artist and Scorpion doesn't. I don't know if you can fix that. Yeah, I was saying, like, it was kind of surprising that... Oh. That's cool. I guess they're adding in the rally functionality. Well, you can already do that too with Sensei. I mean, I guess this works. If you just don't play the other card in it. But yeah, he played this Alibi Artist 2 turns ago with 2 Fate. And Yokuni's been copying it, and Scorpion can't use it, which is kind of funny. Okay, so they're just going to pretend like that other card isn't there. Yes, that works. That would be funny if it's another Proving Ground. Ah, it's not. There's Mitsu EXP, so... Oh yeah, now you can do that, right? Alright, Christian saves the day. So yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. This deck like towers Mitsu, I think, and then you get a bunch of ring effects. But he ended up seeing Yokuni instead this time. You can play another Tranquil Philosopher here to get some more honor. Ooh, there's the Master Whisperer. No, Alibi Artist is Conflict deck, not Dynasty. Yeah. Plays the Vice Proprietor as well. We do see the Philosopher with a whole bunch of Fate. So you have to put this Fate on the ring your opponent wants the least. Cloud the Mind on Master Whisperer, that's a pretty good cloud target. He could have actually used that either in the Dynasty or the draw phase. Yeah, it's fine, I think. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. One other thing that he could have started doing is using Master Whisper on the Dragon player to get him closer to milling out his conflict deck. Last province probably Frostbitten. I don't know. Earth, Void, anything. Water, Air, Fire. Yeah, I mean, if he runs Frostbitten, then that's probably what that is. I don't know. I'm not sure what most Scorpion decks look like right now. This is like a massive board for Scorpion though, so oh, that's funny. I wasn't paying attention. He used Tranquil Philosopher. I was like, why is there still Fate on the Watering? He used Tranquil Philosopher and then used Yokuni to copy Tranquil Philosopher to move it back, because that's the ring he didn't want him to get, and gain 2 honor. That's pretty sick. I like it. The problem for Dragon is that you're pretty terrified of political conflicts, and that's good for Scorpion because that's where the blackmail artists want to be. But at least Dragon can counter the blackmail artists with Yokuni and Philosopher. Although I guess Scorpion could eventually go for an honor win if that just keeps happening. But yeah, like the Master Whisper would have been pretty scary because with that you're discarding 4 cards a turn, and a lot of cards in the Dragon deck make you draw cards like the Proving Ground, and if he has the 3rd Hurricane Punch. Yeah, I don't think Dragon can really attack political. We see Scorpion attacking political though, going political air with the 2 blackmail. Yeah, Yokuni can easily block political for sure. Like, he's just gonna duel both of these blackmail artists, right? The problem is Gaijutsu isn't going to be able to do a whole lot because, again, he doesn't want to be in political conflicts that much. And that's the only place Gaijutsu can go. But I guess at least he has 2 glory for favor. So he attacks upholding authority. We know, like, most of his hand. And I don't think there's much he can actually do here. We see defense, High House of Light. And then we're going to see some duels here, unless Scorpion... Nope, just a pass. I mean, I guess you don't have to duel. Like, maybe you just duel once for a card, and then save your other 2. Why not attack with VP? Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess Dragon could counter that with a tattoo to stand up again, but it still seems like it's probably worth it. And if he defends with the Gaijutsu also, you can just kill that character. I don't know, we'll see what the play is here. He's deciding, I think, if he wants to use those duelist trainings. Oh, we see you return the offense. That's the same one that Scorpion played earlier. Right? Yeah. So this is quite good. This is going to let him stand Yokuni for the next conflict. Is it? Oh yeah, it is one influence. Wow, that's pretty good. New name is one. Also, duelist training is one. What in the world? So wow, yeah, Crane Splash in High House of Light is pretty good, I guess. You can have 7 cards for 7 influence. It's probably 3 duelist training, 3 new name, and then 1 return the offense, or 2 and 2 maybe. Yeah, this is exactly how I felt in the beginning of the game when Dragon was splashing Crab all the time, because they could actually use Pathfinder's Blade and we couldn't even use it because we didn't have a Seeker roll. So seems good for Dragon. You bowed a bunch of his political characters and Yokuni is still standing. So we could see him attack with the Tranquil Philosopher now. You could go Military Water, maybe. Something along those lines. Again, I don't think you can... Oh. Still Military Water, right? Yeah. Let's see what this province is. Those cards actually work better in Dragon. They tower so much better than Cranes. Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't think there's really a downside to attacking Effective Deception, is there? I'm not sure. It depends on what this one is, or what he thinks it is, I guess. But we'll find out what it is in a moment. He's switching to fire, okay. It's Manicured Garden, okay, so nothing to worry about. So we're gonna see a defense, it looks like. Firing, he's going to... what's he gonna do? So he's discarded 2 of the Mark of Shames, but it's possible Scorpion has the 3rd one now. So would you still honor Yokuni with this firing, or would you not do that? Scorpion's going for the win here. We see a Bonsai. There's a Hurricane Punch. He's going to get to play that twice. And he does so. His conflict deck, again, is looking a little bit small here. There's Way of the Scorpion. We knew he had 2 more Way of the Scorpion in hand. There's a Bonsai on the dragon side. So he has to kick Bonsai here so that the other way the Scorpion doesn't put him back below. See what else Scorpion has. Playing away the Scorpion on the Tranquil Philosopher doesn't seem bad because it has 3 Fate and it makes it a 0/0. Why not use Duelist Training first? Yeah, that's a good question. Because he double bonsai'd Satori, you could have Duelist Traininged Miyako. Maybe he wants to Duelist Training Satori. What are the skill totals here? 16 and 11. So yeah, he can definitely do that. I think that's what he's going for, probably. Because if you do that, you just win this conflict no matter what. Manicured gains a fate, so yeah, I think we'll see the Duelist Training now. Hey, how's it going? I am also awake. I wonder what he's thinking about. Yeah, that is a difference. The cloud on the Master Whisper is like really huge because Scorpion would definitely have liked to get rid of those assassinates and draw some playable cards. So there's the Duelist Training. Wait. What? Oh, he can discard cards. Why did he do that, though? He just wanted to discard Let Go's to flex on him? Oh, the potential I can swim? Yeah, I guess that's fair. I think that's the only reason, though. But yeah, that is a good call. Because Let Go's a dead card anyway, so I guess if you can do that to avoid potential I can swim, you just do it. So Dragon wins this conflict now. And, well, now you can definitely honor Yokuni with the firing. Don't have to worry about Mark of Shame. And he gets the break as well, so he's actually going to be on Stronghold next turn as first player. And Scorpion will be losing the Satori. So we could see him go for the break. And I wonder if Scorpion can stop it. Like, this Yokuni is just huge. He can Duelist Training everybody he wants to. Not sure if Scorpion can manage. He has a military left. What can he do with this? He can go water for the fate and get the favor, or he can go earth. I feel like you probably go earth if you have to choose. There's a scavenger. Ooh. So he can reshuffle this conflict deck. I always think Scavenger costs 2 because Goblin Sneak costs 2, and that's the other Goblin that we're more used to, but then I remember he costs 1, and it's pretty good. I mean, I guess Goblin Sneak does technically cost 1. Oh, wait. Okay, so he just doesn't want to break here, so he sends just the scavenger. Yeah, because if you attack with Whisper, you have to break one of these. That makes sense. And Dragon's already played 2 Bonsai. So, plus he only has 7 cards, so I don't know if you really want to. I guess if you have the card making him discard 9 is pretty good. Or you could Hawk Tattoo in Yokuni. That would also be good. I wonder if you actually do just attack Void as Dragon. Ooh, we see a fine katana. Restoration is breaking now. Oh, did he use all 3? Hawk Tattoo, Hawk Tattoo. Oh yeah, there's one in discard, okay. Again, Scorpion can assassinate himself. I don't know if he can do anything else, though. Assassinating yourself here doesn't actually feel bad because he got a fate off a ring, so this was fate neutral to play the scavenger, and he's not worried about losing honor at all. So trading an assassinate and a scavenger for a fine katana when your opponent only had 7 cards. Yeah, Demagogue played the fine katana. That's the classic play katana on your opponent's character. And yes, he does respond with the classic assassinate your own character, which I think does make sense. Like those assassinates are really dead. We know he has all 3 in hand. So trading those for that katana seems fine. You would have liked him to not have it, but seen most of his deck, so. So Dragon will finally get favor, unless he attacks. I mean, he still will probably get favor, but yeah, no, he passes his conflict. That makes sense. So yeah, Dragon gets favor. I imagine you're just going to go military favor, yep. And go for the stronghold break. So what is the Scorpion stronghold? It could be water or fire. I guess if it's Revels, you need a tattoo to ready Okuni. What do Scorpion run on Stronghold? Does anyone know? What are we waiting on? What's happening? Okay. Oh, he wanted to call in favors on... Yeah, on one of the characters that was leaving. That's unfortunate. Um... Yeah, Demagogue's gonna be a nice guy and just let him have it. I don't think it would have mattered too much either way, so. He gets to use the Master Whisperer now, though, which is quite good. He didn't actually have to do that. He could have just passed, right? Because his opponent didn't pass. There's the Whisper. Yeah, that's something you have to worry about. If he sees another Master Whisperer next time, he can just kill his opponent before he even gets a chance to attack. Discards a Let Go, a New Name, and a Bonsai. That makes sense. None of those cards are too helpful here. He could draw his third Cloud, though. He's only played 2. If you drew your third Cloud just now, you should just play it on the Whisperer now. Because if he doesn't get another Whisperer to use next turn, or if he does get another one next turn and you cloud this one, then you still will be alive as long as you don't draw any extra cards. Actually, you have Tranquil Philosopher too. Yeah, you can, right? I don't think there's a reason that you can't. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. But that's one way you can... What is it? If you get it on Blackmail Artist, or not Blackmail Artist, Illustrious Plagiarist, you can like do something. You get to copy the top ability twice and then use each one twice. That's what it is. So yeah, you can do it. I wonder if anyone's ever actually done that in a game. Oh yeah, Shoju. Shoju or Blackmail Artist does it if there's no Cloud. But there are 4 cards left in his deck. Gets discarded. Oh wow, he didn't see it. That's unfortunate. Why does it get discarded? Yeah, he should have discarded Brewing Ground. I don't know if it matters a whole lot, though. He just needs to get the Stronghold break this turn. Yeah, that's true. He can double Philosopher, and then he'll have enough honor to reshuffle. Rumor Monger. Master Alchemist. Puts him at 2 honor, though. Yeah, that's not where you want to be. What he needs to do is just break the Stronghold on his first attack, and then he's fine. Yeah, no, it's not dragon character only. So we can assume that he has that in hand then, but won't be playing it probably. How many policy debates did he play? 1, 2? If he has the third policy debate here, which he probably does, but it could be in the bottom 4. Yeah, no, he's fine right now, but we were saying... Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. Backhanded compliment draws him cards. Hmm. Yeah, so he does have to watch out. In fact, if he has 2 backhanded compliments, he can just kill him, right? Like, he has to use Tranquil Philosopher now. Because if he doesn't use it now, then he backhanded compliments, he goes down to 4, he uses Philosopher, he goes up to 5, and then Whisper kills him. Or Cloud. Cloud works. Okay, yeah, he does use the Philosopher. Oh, the problem is, though, he has to spend an action on Yokuni. So, yeah, he's still dead, actually, if Scorpion has 2 backhandeds. Yeah, he has 1 more way, the Scorpion. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, he can just not commit. Well, no, he can't even do that, because even if he doesn't commit the initiate, you can just rumor monger the dishonor onto him. So we're going to wait and see what cards he discards. If he has any... Oh, wait. No. He's just dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we know his opponent has it backhanded, and it takes him an action to Yokuni copy and then use the action. Well, it takes 2 actions, I mean. So 1 backhanded just kills him here. Yeah, there's the copy. He could have done that during Dynasty phase, right? His opponent passed first in Dynasty. Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, still, he would have been at 1 honor. Yeah, I think he was pretty dead no matter what there. He needed the... I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Both players could have done it in Dynasty. He needed the Cloud for the Whisper there. He couldn't afford to deck out. But yeah, good game. It almost looked like Dragon was going to take it there for a minute, that Yokuni was just so big and he was on Stronghold. But Scorpion manages to knock enough points of honor off. Yeah, he could have played Way... Oh, yeah. So he should have played Way of the Dragon. Like, that's your only chance to really stay in this game, right? Is just to play the Way of the Dragon and gain a bunch of honor. Yeah, that's one thing people don't remember about Backhanded Compliment, I guess, is that it does actually draw a card. unless your opponent plays it on themselves to draw a card. But yeah, the Master Whisperer mill saving the day for Scorp. Alright, so Scorp takes the win against Dragon. Good game. I think that's going to be it for the stream, so thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.